What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel, and today we're going to be going over how much I paid not only total for my SRT 392, but also how much I paid for my monthly payments. So let's roll that intro. Alright guys, so I know I told you guys in the previous video that I had a video coming for you guys of the TRX truck, and I was like, yes, I'm going to be previewing a 700 horsepower $100,000 truck. It is still coming. What's taking so long is that the truck is brand new, so it's not really past its break-in period. You got to get a certain amount of miles on these vehicles before you can really start opening them up. So I'm just kind of holding off. I think it's about ready. Hopefully by this weekend the truck will be ready, and then I can finish the video, give you guys like some 0 to 60s and some pulls and, you know, yada yada yada. But anyway, back to the SRT. So I'm actually the very first owner of this SRT. It was a crazy story how I ended up getting it. I'm not going to take you all through the whole story, but when I showed up at the dealership, there was someone else actually test driving this car. And I had an appointment to come buy this car. I'm so picky. My previous car was red and black, so all my cars have to be red and black. My previous car was red and black. I ended up wrecking it. I searched all of Central Florida for a red and black. It had to be an SRT. I initially wanted the Hellcat, but after the wreck, I was like, you know what, whatever. I'll get whatever I can pay for at this time. So I ended up settling with the 392, which I have zero regrets, man. I absolutely love this car. But there was another couple, and they were driving it out of the parking lot as I was pulling in, and my heart just broke. It took me like 4 months to even find this car in this color setup. I had to have the black stripes. I had to have this specific red. I did not want the darker red. I had to have the brown leather interior. It had to be stick shift. I was just so picky, and I finally found it, and these guys were driving away with it. I was like, oh my gosh. Long story short, I was leaving the dealership. They were like, is there anything we can do to get you into another car? I was like, no, I want that car. That car that's being test drove, that's the car I want. So I was leaving. Dealership person came and literally chased me and my fiance down, yelling at us, hey, stop. I don't know how they talked the old couple out of this car, but they took the car back. I went in, I signed for the car. So that's the end of my rant on how I got this SRT 392. So guys, whenever I tell you the total price of what I paid for this, a lot of you are gonna be like, what? You paid too much. That's a lot. I got my car for this amount. I got my car for this amount. Listen guys, there's a lot of different. First of all, I am the first owner of this car. I got it back in 2017. It was a 2016. Second off, it is not a scat pack. It is an SRT, and I know a lot of people, they argue, and I don't even want to open that can of worms because it's like talking politics when it comes to car guys. But this car is not a scat pack. It is a trim level over the scat pack. I'm not trying to say that SRTs are better. I'm just saying they're not the same. A lot of scat pack guys, they'll say now in today's time, oh, well, I bought this scat pack and it comes with those same options. I understand that. You can mod out your scat pack to look just like or better than an SRT, but that was not the case back in 2016. 95% of the scat packs did not have the 9.5-inch wheels. They did not have the roof scoops. They did not have the 6-piston Brembo brakes. They did not have the signature leather seats. They did not have track mode. You know, so it was all these little things that were just different back then that really separated them. But now, I mean, hey, SRT 392 is not even a thing anymore. It's only scat pack, or you have to go Hellcat. The next reason why I say don't really compare what you paid to what I paid is simply because I don't care. So Kev, shut up, stop talking, tell these people how much you paid for your car. So let's go get the window sticker and let's go over it. All right, so guys, here we are. We have the window sticker, and I can promise you I am not getting 17 miles to the gallon anymore. Not even close. My city, you might as well knock that down from 14 to about 7 because I drive hard. The car is built. I am cammed. The highway, probably about 15 or so. Who knows? So Anyway, the base price for one of these cars back in 2016, now keep in mind this was back in 2016, the base price was right under $50,000 for this car. Now a lot of these options, they come standard because it is a SRT, so it's not a bunch of markups anywhere. A couple of the things that I did end up paying was I got the technology group, so that was an extra $400. I ended up paying for my black stripes, which are now super faded. I don't know how well you can see that, but faded and all beat up from bugs, so they will be coming off the car really soon. And then I also paid $1,000 just for the gas guzzler tax, which really sucks, which brings me down to a total price of $52,000 and some change. All right guys, so first things first, I did not pay $52,000 for a 392. No. So the way I see it, never ever pay sticker price. Either talk them down or walk away. Cause if you walk away, if you tell them, hey listen, I'm trying to pay this much, can you meet me there? If they say no, walk away. I promise you, leave your phone number. I promise you that dealership will be calling you back. Hey, come back in, we're able to meet the numbers that you wanted. So that's what I did. I went there and I was like, I see that you guys want a little over $50,000 for this car. I want to pay 46. I want to pay 46 out the door. And I mean, they were kind of iffy at first, but they had already stopped another sale from buying this car. They weren't finna let me go. So they were a little upset, but they ended up giving me this car for $46,000, which I was like, hey, I take it. Where do I sign? Now, for how much I pay monthly. So out the door, the car was $46,000, right? I went there thinking that I was gonna give them whatever down payment they wanted in order to keep my payments under $700. So I threw a number at them. It was really low. I think it was like $4,000. And they were like, oh yeah, you're gonna be looking like around $900. And I was like, whew, nope. I want to be under $700. What do I got to do to get under $700? So we ended up going back and forth. I ended up giving them a total of $8,000 down, and that knocked my monthly payments down to $667. Which to me, that's not bad, but it could definitely be better. I have a high APR because at the time that I bought this car, my credit wasn't the best. I think I was sitting barely over 700. So I mean, to be over 700, around like 710, that's not bad, but it's not great. So my APR ended up being like 4 point something when you really want to get like a 2 point something APR, maybe even in the threes. But you do not want to buy a car with 4 point something APR. In my case, 4.9. That is really high. You're going to pay a lot of money in interest over the years. But I was like, hey, listen, I found this car. Took me forever to find this car. I'm not letting it go. So I just had to have the car. So I made it happen, and here we are today. So guys, make sure if you like this content, even if you didn't like the content, let me know down below. Let me know what kind of content you guys want to see. If you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe. I take this car out to the track. I destroy Mustangs. I destroy Camaros in it. I do 0 to 60 times. You just let me know what you want to see. Next video up will be that TRX truck. So make sure you subscribe so you do not miss out. And until then, peace.